All right, we've got some isolated thunderstorms on the way this afternoon and tonight. We've had quite a bit of rain activity for many of us across the mountains and part of the upstate. Starting tomorrow through the weekend will be mainly dry, and that means we'll get a lot of sunshine, and the feels like will be at least 100 or so. From basically North Carolina all the way to Mississippi, we've got a severe weather threat today. I will say we've got some good news because as we've gone further into the day, we've gotten a lot of cloud coverage. We've gotten some rainfall. So where most of us had that medium risk of severe weather, that has now been trimmed back by the Storm Prediction Center, even the low risk. So that now exists for Greenville, Anderson, back into Hartwell for the lower risk. The higher risk still south and east of I-85. That would be Lawrence, Union, Greenwood, Abbeville, Elberton, and Gaffney. Even southern Spartanburg County, you are all incorporated in that. Strong winds are the main concern today. We're talking about gusts of 40, 50, maybe even 60-mile-an-hour winds. That's possible. Very isolated areas of hail. I do think the risk for flooding is low for most of our viewing area. We may have a pocket or two across higher elevations in the mountains or lower elevations, but our risk for tornadoes is actually on the lower end. Now here's the setup. We've had a lot of clouds. These began spilling into the area 3, 4 o'clock this morning, along with some rainfall. So that has helped to stabilize things quite a bit. But boy, did we have a lot of lightning. We had quite a light display in Elberton, Abbeville, Greenwood, up into Due West, parts of Anderson and Hartwell earlier today. That is now moving farther south. So here goes that first piece of energy. Now the main system, that frontal boundary, has yet to come through. That will come through tonight. And as you see, if we get any partial clearing, any sun breaks, any holes in the clouds, well, that's going to further our instability. So as we get ready for kind of round 2, we're going to be looking to see how much cloud coverage we can keep. And again, what we lose, those could help trigger some of these stronger storms. 3:30, 4 o'clock this afternoon, here comes the next round. This is where some of those stronger winds will be, heavy amounts of rain, lots and lots of lightning as well. As we go into 9, 10, 11 o'clock, when many of you are heading to bed, maybe you're asleep. Some might be awakened by some of that heavy rain hitting your roof or sideways on your window. You might hear that thunder or see the lightning. That's going to take place until midnight, 1 o'clock for some of us. And then as we kick off your Friday, we're looking at partly to mostly cloudy skies with a very isolated thunderstorm or two possible, mainly south of I-85. And that would essentially be very late Friday into Friday night before we clear out and get a whole lot of sunshine for Saturday and Sunday. Not expecting much rain on those days. So with that extra sun, here comes that warming up. Highs in the mid to upper 90s. It feels like of 100, 102, 105 in some spots. It's going to be sweltering heat. If you're looking at a good time to maybe get out and do some yard work this weekend, I would recommend 9 a.m. because after you get to that 10, 11 o'clock point, once you get into the mid-morning, boy, our temperatures and our humidity levels ramp up quickly.